Hello, bonjour, namaste, ni hao, and ohio everybody. What is going on? It is Galeriot here. Welcome back to the YouTube channel once again for another Danmachi Memoria Freese video. And today we are going to be checking out yet another 6th anniversary part 1 unit. And today we're going to be showcasing the Revenge Princess Ais Wallenstein. Now, of course, if you want to check out my other showcases, I uploaded the Reveria one yesterday, and after this video goes out, we will be also dropping the bet showcase as well. So of course, if you guys enjoyed this video, remember to leave a like down below, subscribe to the channel for more Danmachi and Danmachi Memoria Freese content, and if you want to see the showcases, you'll get notified if you hit that subscribe button, and of course click that notification button as well. And of course, let me know in the comment section down below if you have tried out this Ais in PvE or PvP. Let me know what you guys think about her, because of course I think she is one of the more interesting units, to say the least, in a very nice manner. I will say, in a very nice way of saying it. I think she's a very interesting unit, and I think a lot of people are very much in the middle when it comes to her being nice once again. Now let's get into it. I'm not gonna dilly-dally any longer. I'm not gonna sit here and be like on the fence about her. Let's talk about her. Let's talk about her in what I think is her best case scenario first and foremost. Now the thing is, right, I still don't know what's her best position yet. A lot of people are saying that there is one specific team that she's really good in right now at this moment in time, but a lot of people are also adding on the fact that we do need a second dark magic unit for her to make her shine even more so, right? And I think that is very true. I feel like the second part is very true, but unfortunately, because of what I have, I can't really test out that first point of running a counter magic team. Now, this is the team that I believe is one of the best options for her. Obviously, I don't think maybe entirely this team. I feel like you could probably change out certain units here. Maybe you could remove the Thunder SO13 Lafia. You could probably change out the Fire Lafia that's on the rightmost in the first 4 units, right? The rightmost unit in the first 4 units. I think you could probably change out those things, right? And I feel like still though, this is what she would want to run in. Basically the assist is what is key here. So you might be wondering, what's a counter magic team, Gale? What the hell are you talking about? Well, a counter magic team, if you take a look at PT Smooth's team, is basically the magic equivalent of a counter physical team, right? You obviously have the likes of Tiona and Argonaut, who are able to effectively counter and have their kits, their assist skills, have the ability to basically counter for you, give you an extra counter, basically an instant effect of a counter. Similarly, if you take a look at the assists here, the Reveria and Cassandra in particular, they have the ability to also counter. So if you take a look here, +3 instant effects of when attacked, low dark magic attack, and SCR and magic -40% for 2 turns of foe. So it's very similar for Cassandra as well. So these are the units you'd want to run in a counter magic team. Of course, Reveria was from the Sword of Rotoria 10 gacha banner, and Cassandra came out during the first part of season 4. I think she was like the week 3 or week 4 unit, if I recall correctly, basically. So you want to have these units. Now, unfortunately, these are very hard characters to get, first and foremost, because of the fact that, well, you know, they are gone and dusted. They're from way ages back, and if you try and get them from the ticket gacha pool, it's like stabbing in the dark. You know, it's a stab in the dark. You have to hope you can pretty much get it. It's like finding a needle in a haystack, as they say. So unfortunately, it's very hard, and it's probably going to require you to be a little bit of a whale in order to basically get this team to go in the right direction. Of course, I think there will be some people who will know the exact team layout, so if they can, please leave it in the comment section down below, or if you can let me know, I'll put it in the comment section down, and I'll pin the comment as well. But yes, I think that this is the team that would probably be the best, and there's a couple of reasons for that. You might be now wondering, Gale, why do you say that? Why is this the best team for Ais? And why do you think that, you know, she doesn't have that many positions, unfortunately? It's coming down to her main kit, her first 2 skills in particular, right? We'll go over her entire kit first and foremost. So first and foremost, her special arts, Avenger Eclipse, is an AoE ultra dark magic attack with temporary grade magic boost, an ultra on guard rate, and seal and STR magic agility, endurance, dexterity, and MRes -60% for 4 turns. Now the seal part is 100% guaranteed to inflict, by the way. Obviously, I don't know how it works with resistances and stuff, but I think if the opponent has 100% resistances, it still doesn't go through. By the way, it won't go through because it's 100% seal res. But If the enemy doesn't have any sort of like ailment res or anything of that sort, or any null ailments, it will go through basically. Now the S tier magic agility, endurance, dexterity, and MRes minus 60% is very straightforward. She also removes status buffs on foes and also inflicts a 100% chance to stun, again subject to what the enemy has basically. So Avenger Eclipse is pretty solid, right? Now, this is where things get very interesting. Her first combat skill, Howl of Insanity, sorry. I was gonna say intensity. Howl of Insanity. AoE removes magic agility, dark res, and dexterity buffs, and self removes status buffs, and 70% HP regen for 6 turns, and 4 additional actions of high dark magic attack damage plus 70% per each self regen effect. So this is both HP and MP regen, by the way, and ultra on god rate, and HP heal 30% of damage on foes. Now, it's a very interesting ability, right? It's a very interesting ability, I will say. And the main thing I would like to point out is, of course, the first part. The ability to remove debuffs, or sorry, I should say remove buffs on foes is immense. I mean, we rave about units like Vesta, we rave about units like Bell and Ryu, units that are able to remove agility buffs, right? But the thing about those units, right, is that they inherently go slow. Ais doesn't have a slow modifier in her kit, and the fact that it's a buff ability, which means that it will always go first in that order, in that fast, medium, slow modifier basically, right? Fasts will go always first, right? Fast abilities will always go first, but then after that, right, after fast attacks, fast debuffs, and fast magic attacks go, this will go next. This ability will go next. So the problem is, right now there are so many units that have the ability to go slow inherently, right? And the problem is, well, what are you going to remove if everybody's going after you, right? If everybody's going after you and this is what's coming out on turn 1, what are you going to do, right? That's a bit of a problem with this ability, in all honesty, and it's unfortunate because it's a good ability. It's a very strong ability. Even the additional actions is insane if you can get everything going, like the MP regen, HP regen, and everything. That is a phenomenal attack, but I think there is an inherent problem with the fact that, well, you know, this is a little bit of a unfortunate situation she's in, where you have to kind of try and make her go slow through other means, and by other means you'll want to use stuff like Intario the Jester, you'll want to use the Galmusa ring, basically these equips that basically will reduce your agility minus 75%. This will go minus 79% as well, right, on Ais. These are the sort of equipments, these are the sort of abilities that you'll want to run in order to make sure her agility is as slow as possible. You can see I've dropped her agility down to 147 here. So yeah, that's the thing you will want to do with this Ais, basically, is you want to make her try and go slow because of that first ability. Because the unfortunate thing is, right, is that you can't go from her second skill to her first skill, which would have made things absolutely fine, I believe. Because Dark Bloom, her second skill, is an AoE super dark magic attack with temporary magic boost and ultra on counter rate and magic agility, dexterity, and dark res minus 40%, and she also gives herself magic agility, dexterity, dark attack damage plus 70% for 4 turns. An ability like this would have made things so much better, because first and foremost, it's a super dark magic attack. So first and foremost, there's no fast modifier or anything of that sort. It's a magic attack, so it will probably be the 4th slowest attack, basically, if you had to put it in the grand scheme of things. It's the 4th slowest attack. So it would have been fine if it could go like Dark Bloom into Howl of Insanity, but unfortunately, I've spoken to other people who have been testing Ais out, and they've said that they've tried everything. They've tried buff, they've tried balance, they've tried attack all, they've tried ailment, heal, everything. She always will go first and do the S1 and then do the S2. Outside of attack all, where she will only do S2 again and again and again. So that is a little bit of a problem, unfortunately, where there is no option for her to go from S2 to S1, which would have made things way better. Of course, she does have a 3rd skill as well, which is a single target super dark magic attack, but that's not what we're here to see today. You can read it for yourselves right here. Pause the video and you can read it for yourself. It's very straightforward, but unfortunately this won't matter too much in today's video, because we're going to be using her in war games primarily. Now, while I would like to use this team, right, I don't think it'll do extremely well because of the low limit breaks. I don't have these guys at high limit breaks, unfortunately. So if I were to try and go up against one of the lowest ranking players in the top 50, let's go up against nothing here, right? full magic team. Let's see what this team is capable of doing, shall we? I'm very curious to see how this team will fare in the grand scheme of things, of course, right? Because we're going up against Vesta, who Ais can be a sort of replacement for, again, being able to strip away buffs, right, and everything. So you can see that that will be the case here. So let's see. I'm very curious to see how this will fare. Double cannon as well, and now we're seeing Vesta attack us as well. We're gonna get our ability stripped away, and now unfortunately, because of the way everything went across, because of the fact that we obviously got that debuff from Ilya and stuff, it's not really panned out. Now what I'm gonna do is, in order to make things a little bit interesting, I'm gonna replace my the Lafia that I have, the short-haired Lafia. I'm gonna replace short-haired Lafia because while she's a great unit, a great unit, what I do need is a unit like that Ilya who can basically go slower effectively and make them go slow as well, and allow us to get that opportunity to attack faster. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna bring Ilya into the fray, and what I'm gonna try and hope is she does obviously Fuxia, her second skill, of course, right? Again, a slow ability. So let me just give the right equips here as well. And we're gonna try this all over again. I'm gonna replace that. There we go. And let's see how this goes. Let's see how this goes. And then after this, I'm gonna show you guys another team that I've built to just try things out, basically, to try it again and see what happens here, basically. Because yeah, like I said, unfortunately, it does seem like Ais is in a very interesting position, to say the least. In all honesty, it's a very interesting position that we've got this Ais in, but it's going to be interesting to see how we can fare, maybe, you know. It's unfortunate that Vermilion goes off first as well, which is unfortunate because Shield, it's really annoying. It's just really annoying because yeah, that's what happens basically. I'm gonna try my second team and see how that fares in order to just get a better understanding of maybe if we have another option as well. I'm gonna scroll up and see maybe if we can fight somebody else as well. Maybe I'm gonna go into my follow section. Actually, let's try and go into my follow section, and I'm gonna go up against somebody, maybe Fen. I wonder how Fen is looking like. Fen has got a very interesting composition. It's actually looking very similar to my second team, but I want to see how it fares against a Fen's team now. That's going to be very interesting. I'm going to try this team again and see how it goes. You kind of have to run with something like this, basically, to try and do something a little bit different, unfortunately. Okay, we've managed to get something good there. Okay, we've managed to strip away both units' debuffs. All right, let's see. Counters, come on, give me the counters, give me the counters. The counters didn't really go off there, to be honest. Come on. Yeah, what I do need desperately is basically higher limit breaks on these guys. Basically, that's what I need effectively. I really do need that because unfortunately the counter isn't going off really well because of the fact that, well, you know, they're low limit breaks, low levels and everything. It's just not working basically in their favor. All right, let's try the second team out. I'm gonna try the second team out just to see how Ais fares, because I genuinely believe she can be good in a very specific position, but she's very similar to Alan. I've said this many a times, but I do believe she's very similar to Alan in the sense of where she's basically a little bit of a fraud, unfortunately. In the wrong positions, she'll appear to be like a big fraud, but if you put her in the right positions, there is a potential for her to be basically the equivalent of God. And I think that's where we do need that second unit from the anniversary to help her out a little bit. And along with that, if you have the right setup, and of course you do have you know, everything in the game basically, like the counter assists and everything, I think you'll be in a much better position. You'll be in a much better position basically. All right, let's see how we do here. Come on. Oh, let's see how much this does. I'm very curious to see how much this does. How much was that? 22,000? Nah, surely not. No way was it 22,000. Because if that was 22,000, that was insane damage, bro. That is insane damage. But I do think that unfortunately, well, yeah, that's what happens. We were much better off there. But I do think if that was 22,000, I mean, you can see her power is there. Her power is there. I want to try and check that out again. I'm hoping the match goes again the same way. I couldn't actually see the score properly on my screen because what I'm doing is, because the camera is here, I'm looking at the OBS screen to actually read the numbers and everything. Hence why I kind of stutter sometimes and kind of not understand what exactly is going on because it's too small of a screen. It's a very small screen that I'm reading off of. So I'm gonna take a look at the bottom of my phone now and see actually what the damage is looking like. I'm very, very interested to see what it is basically looking like. That's gonna be very interesting. All right, let's see. Justice Oath is gonna go off. Okay, now we're gonna get a hit from Lyra. That's fine. Dark Bloom is 6,000. Yeah, 22,000. Damn. Damn. I mean, you know what? I must admit, if that's the case, you know, it's very positive. It's very positive because if that's the damage she's doing on her additional actions, and of course if you can give her the right setup, right? Remember that was without even any sort of like HP regen assist or anything, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, we don't have any HP regen assist or MP regen assist. If we had those and of course try to get the maximum amount of damage, you'd probably see Ais do a lot of damage on her additional action. But of course, you have to kind of hinder yourself a little bit because of that. Maybe you could run Estrella, the 3rd anniversary Estrella, who does give HP regen, right? That would help a little bit, I'd suppose. But otherwise, we don't have any really good MP regen assists for... well, actually, no. She gives both HP regen and an MP heal. I want to see. We might die. We might die because I'm removing one magic null from the team. But I want to try. I want to try and see how much damage we can actually get with this Ais. Because I do believe she'll hit for insane amounts. Because remember, the way her damage works is that her 70% extra damage comes from MP regen, HP regen, and... well, that's about it. It comes from MP and HP regens, basically. So it's really, really handy to have, basically. So let's see. So we're gonna take some damage here. Okay, we've lost Ais and this, but it's okay. We've got the Ana coming in, so that's fine. Let's see how much damage this does. 27,000. It's not bad, you know. It's not bad. I mean, we were gonna lose anyways. I mean, I was hindering myself anyways, but like, that is not bad whatsoever. I want to try and find another player maybe that we can beat up. Maybe we can beat up, of course. Paul, let me see what his team's looking like. I don't like the counters. I'm not the biggest fan of the counters, to be honest. I would have to bring in probably Ryu in the front maybe instead of Althea probably. So let me go up against Orange Nia, as long as they don't have a difficult team to face. Yeah, we can take him down. We can take him down. I want to see how this team does now. But yes, basically, this is how Ais operates. It's a very interesting unit. I do believe, like I said, I think if you give her the right set of units, I think she'll be a fantastic unit. It's just that right now, I think we are just unfortunately lacking that one extra unit and maybe the assist side of things to make her going, to make her go. Oh, wow. Okay, I wasn't expecting that. I don't know who hit me for that much damage. Oh, it must have been, yeah, it was Finn. It's Finn. Okay. But yeah, I think overall, I like her. But I wouldn't necessarily say she's top tier, unfortunately, because I think you need to go through a lot of hoops and loops to make her a fantastic option. And I don't think I want to fight at all today, but that's also because I just don't have the setup for her, you know? I realistically don't have the setup for her. You know what I'm going to try and do here? I'm going to bring in, I'm going to replace Althea for now, and I'm going to bring in Ryu for a minute. And we're going to try this setup. We're going to try this setup and see how we fare. But yeah, I think, you know, with all things said and done, she is a positive unit in the sense of you can get a lot of damage out of her, especially if you give her the MP regen, HP regen. I think, and especially PvE contents, she's gonna be fantastic. But that does not change the fact that, you know, it is a little bit of a scary unit, unfortunately, in the sense of, like, you know, she's not unbelievable. She can be vulnerable as well, quite honestly speaking, if you don't build her the right way. And I think that is a big problem. I think she's an A unit at the very least, but yeah, that's my personal opinion on her. I think let me know what you guys think about her. I'm very curious to see if you guys like her, dislike her. What are you guys feeling? Do you guys have better teams that maybe I didn't think of while I was making this video? But yeah, let me know what you guys think. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Please be sure to leave a like down below, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you guys in the next one. Take it easy, everybody. Bye bye.